What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I was in the fucking middle of recording. My alarm went off and it stopped the video, so I'm kind of pissed the fuck off. But anyways, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I know the video's been kind of inconsistent lately. If you guys don't know why, I made a YouTube community post a couple weeks ago. You can go check that out. It's basically explaining why. But I'm looking to return full time, get you guys some videos more often. But hey, I still post a good amount, mainly on TikTok. It's Ledger HE. Go check it out. Lots of gym content. It's basically just a gym page, so you guys can go check that out. Yeah, that's really what I'm on. Same Instagram handle if you guys want to check in with me on there. Don't really post on there that much, but I'm on there. Some dumbass fucking reels, man. Really dumb reels. I love Instagram reels. I love TikTok. So go check me out on there. ITS Ledger HE. You can find me there. But anyways, today we are here to discuss the UFC 330. Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Garry for the welterweight belt. Saturday, August 15th in Philly. I didn't fart. That was the chair. So, UFC 330. It's not a very good card. All right. It doesn't take a genius or a detective to come to that conclusion, man. We got Jeff Neal on the main card in 2026. And I mean, that's no disrespect to Jeff Neal, but I don't think he has the platform to be on a main card anymore just because of his age. And obviously, with that, you tend to drop more fights. I think he should be on the prelims, but he's on the main card, and that says something. And that we originally had two women's fights scheduled. One fell out, but we still have one. You know, we thought that Michael Morales was gonna save this card. We really thought maybe we could have gotten Carlos Prates versus Michael Morales. Unfortunately not. Carlos Prates has a seminar on that same day. Michael Morales, he was really fucking cock teasing us. He was really fucking cock teasing us, man. You know, posting, you know, oh yeah, I got a fight date, same date as UFC 330. He just completely let us down. But we got to enjoy the fucking goy slop and go complain to Dana White and Hunter Campbell for giving us such a fucking shitty card. UFC 331 is actually good though, which I'm pretty happy about that. That'll be a separate video. But UFC 331 is actually pretty stacked. But UFC 330 isn't the best, and people can say, oh, they put on such good cards this year, give them a break. I guess, man. I guess. All right. The really only good fight on this card is the main event. That's really it. Shitty card. But we digress. Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry, welterweight belt main event. What I think about the fight. I was debating whether I was gonna put this in the video or talk about it, but I just think it's fun to throw it in for some shits and some giggles. All right. Ian Garry. Listen, he is a phenomenal fighter in the octagon. People don't like the guy. I get why, all right? I understand why. I like him, all right? I like him. I think he's a good dude. But some of the shit he says, you know, outside the octagon is really fucking questionable. I don't know if you guys have seen the podcast clip. He was on a podcast. I forgot which podcast. If you haven't seen it, you can just look it up on TikTok or some shit. You'll see it. He was talking about how he watches Disney movies and he cries to them and lets out his feminine side so it makes him more masculine. Do you know how retarded that sounds? It sounds really dumb. And he said that the world would be better if it was ran by women. Which I don't have an opinion on. We can think what he wants. But I know a lot of people are gonna fucking clown on that. And they have. That was a really long pause, but I was just thinking. Guy is a fucking femboy, alright? Or he's a little homo, alright? I definitely believe that. For sure. I would not be surprised at all. Also, I was also debating whether I was going to bring this up in the video. Do we want to talk about Ian Garry's nutritionist? Do we want to talk about him? Ian Garry's nutritionist is his wife's ex-husband. And the kid that Ian Garry has, that's not his biological kid. That's his wife's and the ex-husband's kid. Even Jack Della Maddalena said that. Trying to remember which press conference it was. Probably Islam versus JDM. Maybe that. I don't fucking know. I have no fucking clue. My brain is scrambled on that memory, but I mean, at the press conference, one time JDM said, "Hey, that's not his fucking kid." After his kid tried to give him M&Ms. Look the clip up, man. It's funny. He's right, man. It's funny. That's really all the JDM, that's really all the Ian Garry slander I have. And, I mean, basically already said it, but guy's kind of a fucking cuck. Anyways, enough making fun of Ian Garry for what he does outside the octagon. We gotta dive into the fight. You got a stylistic matchup between Islam Makhachev, who obviously his bread and butter is in the wrestling. He's trained by fucking Habib, Umar, Usman, all of those fucking guys. DC too. I mean, when you're surrounded by all those people, it's really fucking hard not to be an elite wrestler. So, elite wrestling, in Islam striking is very underrated. People don't rate it at all. I mean, you look at the exchanges in the first Alexander Volkanovski fight and also the Dustin Poirier fight, you will see Islam Makhachev is not a bad striker at all. He can trade and he can exchange with these guys and win exchanges. I know he got busted up by Dustin Poirier, but guess what happened in that fight? Islam Makhachev submitted Poirier. And call that first fight with Volkanovski a robbery or not, he got his hand raised. And short notice, it broke my fucking heart and knocked Volk out in the second fight. He has underrated striking. Alright. And Ian Garry, he's the main kickboxer, man. Ian Garry, as much as people love to shit on him, and I just went on a whole fucking 3, 4, 5 minute rant about him, people underrate him a lot. I mean, I know that Bilal Muhammad win has not aged very well. Poor fucking Bilal Muhammad, dude. Poor fucking Bilal Muhammad. I love Bilal. He's just gone on a terrible run. But, I mean, that win has not aged well. But I mean, Ian Garry absolutely dominated Bilal Muhammad in their fight. He put on a masterclass. Uh, he just put on a vintage performance. Very good performance from him in that fight. Uh, Also, Carlos Prates, Ian Garry is the only person not only to go the distance with Carlos Prates, but to actually beat him inside of the UFC. Also, Shavkat Rakhmonov, that's Ian Garry's only career loss to the state, but he went the distance with Shavkat, and that was a really fucking close fight. He made it competitive. I was rooting for Ian Garry, not gonna lie. I became a fan of him after that night because of the war that was put on. But Ian Garry is very underrated. Very good kickboxer. Very fucking skilled. Very underrated fighter. But how these two styles collide. Obviously, so many people are gonna go inside with Islam Makhachev to win this fight, and I'll get to my prediction in a little bit. But I mean, understandably so, man. I mean, how I see this fight going, there's two different scenarios. Mr. Dog just yawned, but there's two different scenarios that I see playing out in this first round. Either Ian Garry has lots of success on the feet, and Islam Makhachev has trouble figuring him out in the first 5 minutes, and Ian Garry will win round one, maybe round two, or Islam Makhachev goes in there and just immediately shoots for a takedown and scores. Those are the two different scenarios I'm thinking of. I am kind of leaning. I was going to use the Dustin Poirier fight for reference, but Dustin Poirier is a lightweight. Ian Garry is a welterweight. 15-pound difference. I think that Ian Garry will have success early. I think he's gonna win round one and probably land some solid combinations on Islam Makhachev. And in that time, Islam's just gonna be trying to figure him out. Obviously, Habib and all those guys with elite coaching. Round two comes out after Ian Garry wins the first. I think Islam is going to start figuring him out maybe halfway through round two. You know, maybe round three. It's going to be interesting to see how Ian Garry's cardio holds up, because when you're fighting a guy like Islam, you need really good cardio. And I mean, Islam Makhachev's cardio has been tested. It's held up decently well. Both guys have pretty good cardio. I think if this fight goes into the later rounds, then it will probably favor Islam Makhachev. Fuck. Or my phone ran low battery. I got scared that I was going to end the recording. I was going to get pissed. But as the fight goes later, I favor Islam Makhachev. Yeah, Islam, he said he's going to take more risks than he did against Jack Dale Maddalena. And you may have to with a style like Ian Garry's. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. But overall, I see this fight playing out probably, I'd say, around a 48-47 Islam Makhachev win here. I see, or maybe even 49-46, depends on how he adapts and figures out. I was looking at my phone notification. It just depends on how he's gonna figure out Ian Garry and how fast he gets the timing down. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to this one. How are the two styles gonna collide? Is this the modern day Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor? I don't really think so. If it was, then the whole arena would be sold out in minutes. They still have a bunch of tickets left. Thousands of tickets left in the arena. And we are, what, like a week? Hold on, what is today? Fuck. I'll watch. Yeah, it won't tell me. Alright, I'm getting pissed the fuck off. Alright, it's the 8th. So yeah, next week. Next week is fight week. Thousands of tickets left in the arena. So no, it is not the modern day Khabib versus McGregor. The modern day Khabib versus McGregor probably would be Islam versus Ilia Topuria, even though Topuria lost to Gaethje recently in June. But I mean, I see Islam Makhachev pulling this off. 48-47 decision. Kind of, somewhat like how the Shavkat Rakhmonov fight played out. I can see that. But, I mean, MMA is unpredictable. This year has been the year of the upsets. It really has. People counted out Justin Gaethje against both Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria. He beat both of them. Stopped Topuria on the stool and dragged Paddy to a decision. People counted out Carlos Ulberg, said he was going to get knocked out pretty easy. Pretty easy. God dang it. Pretty easily and convincingly. And it looked like that was going to happen until just suddenly, boom, lands the shot, knocks out Yuri Prohaska. That was fucking crazy. Like, holy shit. I was in disbelief after that one. That was crazy. Obviously the fucking big one, or one of the two big ones, Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland. I mean, Sean Strickland, fucking, you can argue that Khamzat won. I would lean towards Strickland. I thought Strickland did win that fight, 48-47. But that was like the big one. Nobody thought Sean Strickland was gonna win that fight, and he just did. Insane. He was on top. He had top position at one point in that fight over a guy who was undefeated and seemed unstoppable. Insane. We already talked about Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria. Unfortunately, Conor McGregor couldn't get the job done against Max Holloway. If you guys haven't checked that video out by mine, go check it out. I made a whole thoughts video about that. Go check that out if you haven't. It's a good video. But yeah, now we're moving on to Makhachev and Garry. Let's see if Ian Garry can. I don't know the official record of the underdogs in the UFC main events this year, but let's see if he can progress them. So, I mean, with that said, let me know what you guys think of this fight in the comments. Not only the fight, but the whole card. I have a feeling a lot of you, probably all of you, are going to have the same thoughts as me about how shitty the card is. Thankfully, we got UFC 331 on the horizon, but other than that, I mean, I think I've just done about everything. So, yeah. Subscribe, leave a like, comment below. As I said before, if you guys want to, check me out on Instagram and TikTok, handle ITS Ledger HE. I say it's Ledger HE, but people don't understand that it's is in the username. They just think it's Ledger HE, but it's an ITS at the front of it. So go check me out on there if you guys want to see more of me. And yeah, bodybuilding and MMA prediction videos, mainly UFC, because boxing kind of fucking shitty right now, I'm not gonna lie. Really, only big fight you have is Ryan Garcia versus Conor Ben. I'll probably make a video on that, but hopefully we get Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. That's a conversation for another video. So yeah, that's really all I got for you. Go check those out, man. TikTok, Instagram, you know where to find me. So let's see how this card is. It's probably gonna be shitty. So peace out, y'all. Have a nice day.